fucked up. Yeah, I'll go for your phone. You fucked up. And your phone full of hoes. You fucked up. Try test tape, no. You fucked up. Can't put on no show. You fucked up. Yeah, I'll go for your phone. You fucked up. And your phone full of hoes. You fucked up. Try test tape, no. You fucked up.
Run the track.
Yes, I actually switched off. Thank the Lord. You lot would have cooked me for that one. Big up everybody. Big up everybody that's locked in. Like, subscribe, all of that crap. We're back for another transfer video. Bit of a quiet news day. I'm going to say it would be a quiet stream, but it's always the quiet streams that end up the most chaotic. So God knows. But we're here to discuss the latest on the Lukaku situation. What else do we have? A little away kit teaser. There's been a little away kit teaser that got leaked on the Instagram. I guess we could talk about that. Angelo Gabriel news. There's a little bit on Vlahovic. Pulisic's going to have his medical tomorrow. Will be arriving in Italy. Other than that, it's a bit of a quiet news day. It is a bit of a quiet news day. But we are here still to discuss all the latest and probably try and keep it daily. Trying to keep these streams as daily as possible. But it's been a bit of a quiet day. But who knows? Could actually get Here We Go by the end of the day. You never know. Probably not, though. Probably not. Big up to everybody that's in here, though. Big up DeFreezy. Big up Tyler. Big up Mark. Big up Sean. Yeah, we got Jackson picks in training. I guess we could look through that and discuss where you'd rate his aura on a scale of 1 to 10. If it's up at a 10, you should be a generational talent. If it's up at a 1, you might have to send him off to Strasbourg. But let me know, where would you rate Nicholas Jackson's aura on a scale of 1 to 10? I'd love to know. Big up to Lee. Big up to Dexter. Big up to Warrior, as always, reminding me to switch off the loop. Big up Gavman, Chevrenda, Assad. It's a good job the tune's banging. Okay, good. I'm glad you lot like it. Big up to Flawless's track, a.k.a. the Lukaku track. Although, if anything, we're the ones that fucked up. Do you think Jackson can coach? Do you think Poch can coach Jackson and or Brozier to become 20 goals a season strikers? It's up to the player. That's what I'll say. It's up to the player. You can only do so much. You can build the system in a way that gets them in all the right positions, but they also have to finish their chances. So we have to see. I ain't watched Jackson in the full 90, so I don't know what his awareness is like. I don't know about his positional intelligence per 90. I don't know what his composure's like. All these variables, probably so many other variables that I haven't really spoken about or seen. So that's up to him. It's like the Havertz debate I was having yesterday with Lawrence on the channel. I mean, not on the channel, on Twitter, where he was saying that Chelsea would be to blame if Havertz balled out at Arsenal. I don't agree with that, because to me, if we play a system that gets the best out of a player, we get them into the right positions, and they are not the ones putting the ball in the back of the net, they are the problem. Because it's not like they're ghosting for a full 90 and you don't see them. They're involved in the game. We're better with them in the team as opposed to other players. If the application isn't good enough, then that's on the player and that's not on the manager. So it's way, way, way too early to judge with Nicholas Jackson. Maybe it'll be a 20-goal season. Maybe you will have a 20-goal season. Maybe you won't. But the biggest question to me is, do we get the best out of him? And with the way I've seen Jackson play, even though it is limited comp footage, does seem a bit all-rounded. So maybe he will be that sort of player that gets the best out of everybody around him. But we need to see if he can get the best out of himself. That's it. Oh, yeah. Lawrence is a defo Havertz stan. He's defo Havertz stan. And we'll disagree on that, but it's all love. That's my brother. I'm never going to slander him. Yeah, I just don't agree that it's Chelsea's fault that he didn't work out. I've been telling people, and I will tell people this all the time. If he does well at Arsenal, don't ever let anybody gaslight you into thinking we were the problem with Havertz. We were never, ever the problem with him. He was the problem with himself. That's it. It's a maturity thing. It's a maturity thing. It's a mentality thing. That's it. Someone on Tobe's space on Twitter talks shit about me. Oh no! Someone here's my thoughts on that. Cry me some tears. What are they waffling about me now? What are they saying? He goes, you don't back the team and all of that. Mason Mount's a baller and all this bollocks. What are people saying about me now? Let me guess. I'm not a real fan because I don't go after these players. I mean, because I don't lick the asses of these players because they got an open play assist in Porto once. Let me know. Let me know what's been said. Let me know who said it. I'll see if I care. I'll see if I care, but I probably don't. People chat shit about me all the time. All the time. Boo fucking who. Boo who. So join Freds. I will do. Might set that up tonight. I might set up tonight. Sean. Sean. Sugar Sean's calm. I don't think I've ever had beef with him. Never had beef with him. Even been on a space with him. Seems like a chill guy. Don't have any issue with Sean. Tobes seems to hate me, but it's because I hate Mount and I feel like he's just a bit bitter over that. So, oh well. Still going to keep hating Mount. Fuck Mount. Fuck Havertz. Johnny, same energy. Fuck Mount. Fuck Havertz. So what? People want to come at me because I hate these two dickheads. And they want to be like, oh, we're going to see you at the bridge and all of that. Cool. I'll tell you fuck Mount and fuck Havertz to your face if you want to do that. What's going to happen? Please don't think I'm going to be shook over fucking Mount and Havertz slander. I will be happy and confident in my thoughts that I despise the pair of them. Fuck them. Fuck Mount. Fuck Kai. If you're still backing them, have some shame and move on. Move on, actually. Yeah, just move on. Like, fucking hell. Mount moved a week ago. Havertz moved 2 weeks ago, and people are still crying about it. Like, what? No one's told me what was said about me, by the way, so I guess it weren't that deep. But I don't care. Talk about me if you want. Don't talk about me if you want. But my opinions are my opinions, and I'm going to stand by them. So if you don't like it, tough. What else is... What other news do we have? I haven't even got through all the news topics for today. Oh, it's a guy called CFC Raz. Okay, fair enough. At least it wasn't Tobes this time. Cool. Big up to Tobes. It's because you didn't back Havertz and Mount. Oh, fucking boo-hoo. I didn't protect Havertz and Mount. I was right about them. Like, what? What? I was literally correct about them. I told people all season, Mount and Havertz are not invested at Chelsea and they will leave if a better opportunity comes. And Mount left for 50k, Havertz left for double his wages. And they were both horrifically shit for us that season. I was right not to back them. I was correct. Whatever, man. Whatever, man. I don't care. If you're still backing Mount and Havertz, please have some shame, find some dignity, find some integrity, find some help, find therapy, find happiness. Find happiness, please. Find some hobbies. Find something to do with your day. Find anything except that. Like, what the... I can't be bothered. Right, so let's get through this Lukaku news because we are not doing another Hideous Twin stream. We are not doing that shit. So, Lukaku is not planning to return to Chelsea on Wednesday. See, this is the bigger issue. I backed this guy. But the difference between me and some of these other men is I know how to turn on them when it's the right time. So, yeah. Apologies again for all the R9 prop and all of that crap. It was a little bit of an L, aka a massive L, but I'll hold that one. So Lukaku's not planning to return to Chelsea on Wednesday as he wants to find out if Inter Milan can make progress in their bid to re-sign him. Inter are planning a new offer of over 25 million plus bonuses to get it around to 35 million. Fuck you, Inter Milan. Still hold out for the 40. Because this firm stance and everything has got them this high. It's got them this high. Yeah, big up everyone for that as well. I'm glad you guys at least don't hold it against me for that. But bless. Yeah, so what? So yeah, we've got them to 25 million plus bonuses to get to around 35 million. And I think with the way Lukaku's been at Inter Milan, you probably will get those bonuses too. So keep holding out. Lukaku don't want to turn up to training? Fine. We can fine him. We could probably get a little bit of money back. And then when he doesn't turn up to training and he's unfit as fuck, if Inter Milan eventually reach the amount, they've got an unfit hippo on their hands that they need to pull back up to full strength. And that's your fault. That's your own fault, Lukaku. Like, apparently we also moved his return date back to next Monday, which I don't really like. The idea is that a deal with Inter would have been done by then, but keep it at Wednesday. Keep it at Wednesday so we can keep fining him. Fine him for every single day he doesn't turn up to training. I'm sure after a while, he's at a breach of contract and we can just sack him. So fuck it. Don't turn up to training. We don't care. We don't even want you at training. We don't want you here, bro. We don't want you here. Like, you have dragged my club's name down the mud, kind of dragged my name down the mud a little bit because I was going to die on the Lukaku hill. And thankfully, I jumped at the last minute. At literally the last minute. But all this says to me, right, is that, I've never said Lukaku's not a bad player. I've never said that. Even when I was making the argument for Sterling earlier, I mean, well, on Twitter a couple days ago, and I said, no one gets 100-plus Premier League goals if you're a bum. The same energy goes to Lukaku. Like, we'll hate Lukaku all we want, but if you build a system that suits him and he's motivated, he's a guaranteed 20-goal-a-season striker. Call it what it is. Call it what it is. He's got a shit touch and everything, shit mentality, but he gets you goals. He gets you goals 100%. So, yeah, I don't think Lukaku's a bum. I don't think he's a bum, but he's got a bum mentality. He don't want to be here. He's a rat. Like, don't want him here. Don't want him here. It's not Lukaku hype either. It's not Lukaku hype. It's just what it is. He is a goal scorer. He will get you 20 goals a season. He got us 15 goals a season, and you weren't even asked for half of the season. Let's call it what it is. He's a goal scorer. We don't like him, but he is a goal scorer. He's just a shit mentality, shit big game player, shit touch, shit link-up play, shit everything else. That's it. That's it. Big up to Mitchyboy as well. I'm going to send you the link in a little bit saying, Johnny, etc. in the trenches with Mount. War is over. Memo is coming by carrier pigeon. You think he's even listening to that pigeon, bro? He ain't listening. This guy is going to do Mount Watch for every week. He could do nothing for 3 months, but if he gets a hat-trick against Luton Town at home, we're going to be told about how much of a generational talent Mason Mount is and how badly we let him down and all of this crap and how it's Todd Bowley's fault and Siri Merchant Egbali and Period Pad Merchant and all this crap. All this crap. But I ain't listening no more. Not listening to no Mount prop anymore. I do want to say as well, and I did speak about this on Twitter, but stuff like this reminds me of the way Aubameyang and Ziyech have been at Chelsea, and it makes me respect them a lot more. Oba and Ziyech could easily move like this. They could be the biggest dickheads in the world, and they could tank their transfer value. And they have more reason to do it, in my opinion. Oba, we benched for about 4 months for literally no reason. Just because Graham Potter had this sick, disgraceful, disgusting fetish of playing Kai Havertz up top. Ziyech, we literally fucked over his move to PSG. Just because we were too busy doing the whole Enzo situation. They have all the more reason to be annoyed at Chelsea than Lukaku. Yet they're here, they're professional, they're ready to play for the team whenever we need them. Whatever happens with them is whatever happens with them. They've both been screwed over and they haven't acted half the way that Lukaku's acted. They've been completely professional. Whatever happens with them is whatever happens. I wouldn't even be too fussed if they end up surviving the clear out. I wouldn't be too fussed. But at least they come in with the right mentality. Even Gallagher, who I've cussed out a lot and I don't rate at all. At least he keeps his head down. At least he doesn't have an ego. At least he's willing to do a job. Fair play to him. Another one, I don't mind if he survives the clear out. It is what it is. Lukaku, get fucked. Get out of here. Yeah, nothing against Aubameyang at all. The whole bullshit about him being on a pay-as-you-play contract and that being the reason why we didn't play him is crap to me. It's crap. Because I believe in the pay-as-you-play contract, but if that was such a big issue, why did we bring Oba off the bench with 5 minutes left to go when we were 2-0 down against Spurs? Why did we do that? Why did we bring him off the bench when we were 1-0 down against Brentford or against Wolves? Because that don't make sense to me. Clearly, it was just Graham Potter just rimming Havertz off every single game for a full 90. And yet Oba still stayed here. He was still in training and was still available whenever necessary. Fair play to him. Fair play to him. This is why I don't slander the likes of Ziyech. I don't slander the likes of Aubameyang. Even Pulisic, I don't really go at too much. But the likes of Mount and Havertz, who've been given every available opportunity by this football club and have snaked them, played like shit, let their performances drop, let their mentalities drop, and drank all the Kool-Aid from half of this fan base who put them on a high pedestal. I have no time for them. That's why I don't have any time for those two bums. We didn't give Oba shit. We didn't give Ziyech shit. We didn't give Pulisic shit. We gave Mount and Havertz everything. The keys to the club. And what did they do? Fuck all with it. Blamed everybody else. Flip-flopped on the fan base and ratted us out to go join rivals. But then you've got idiots telling me I didn't back them enough. You all back them too much. That's what it really is. You all back them way too much. Way too much for the performances that they were giving you on the football pitch. This is why I tell everybody, stop drinking the emotional Kool-Aid. Drinking results. Drinking consistency. That's what I'd like. The one thing about the three of them is they never got a consistent run. Never got a consistent run. They come with their pros and cons. They're not perfect. But they, at the very least, they didn't get given any consistency. Nothing to the level of Mount and Havertz. But yeah, Lukaku, let's hope this shit gets done within the next week or so. Although I don't believe it will get done. All this shit with Lukaku not turning up to training, this coming out as soon as Inter Milan are offering money that's still well below what we're asking for. This is telling me that both Lukaku and Inter are working together to lower this valuation. So we have to hold firm. Hold firm for the 40 million, because the longer this drags out, they think that's going to make us more desperate. All it's going to do is mean Lukaku is a lot less fit when he goes there. So keep waiting. Keep waiting. We've burnt enough money with Lukaku. We're willing to walk away from £25 million worth of money that he's still worth in terms of amortization and everything like that. So if we can do that, throw him straight to the B team. Like, leave him at home. Let him get fat and everything. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Fact is, he wants Inter and Inter wants him. Whatever time you choose to make it happen, that's up to you. But the longer you wait, the less fit he's going to be, and the worse that's going to be for you in the first half of the season. So keep waiting. Keep waiting. Because we got time too. We have his replacement. We have his replacement right here. Nicholas Jackson is right there. We might even go for Vlahovic. We might even. So, time is money. Time is also fitness. Time is also fitness. So, hurry up. Hurry up. Can Chelsea request you? No, we can't. It's our problem. It's our problem. Josh, you see the vision as well, bro. You see the vision. Inter Milan are trying to call our bluff. Oh, well, the longer you have to wait, the cheaper the price will be. No, it won't. No, it won't. You have not seen the way we move this window. You have not seen the way we move. We will wait you lot out. And if you lot don't get him, well, Lukaku, I don't know what you're doing for 6 months, bro, but ain't the Euros next year. Ain't the Euros next year. Guess you're going to have to figure something out for yourself, eh? Because they aren't going to take an obese, unfit Lukaku to the Euros. Figure it out. Figure it out. You might have to take that Saudi money, bro. Might have to take that Saudi money. People are very, very worried about the fact that Inter might have us over a barrel. The more I've thought about this situation, the more it's with us. We could fuck Inter over. We could fuck Lukaku over. And Lukaku will look for a move if this doesn't get done. Because again, the Euros. One thing I only just deeped in during this stream. The Euros is such a big, big moving point for him. So, patience. Calma. Said saying Lukaku remontada. You think we're going to help him get back to the Euros? Nah. No chance. I would rather us bring Datro Fofana back and start him over Lukaku. I would rather that. Hell, I would rather bring No. Not that far. Not that far. But Broya, Datro Fofana, Jackson, all you, man. Even that Wahi guy, if we sign him, you can be further up in the pecking order. We will tank your thoughts of going to the Euros just to spite your bitch ass. You can hold that. Aye, Josh, great point. He thrived with Mason Mount. Hey, look who's back. Look who's back, Said. You never know. No. Bring back Lukaku, bro. Lukaku part 2. Like we've been saying all summer, bro. Time is money. Money is transfers. And transfers is progress. Big up Emmanuel saying obese, I'm crying, fam. Yeah, fuck Lukaku. Fat fuck. Big up Cenac saying Eunice made a great point earlier. If Lukaku misses mandatory report time, we take him to court and get out of his contract due to breach of contract. That as well. We have a lot more cards in our hands than people think. No reason to stress. Hey, Martial's injured. Maybe that number 9's free. So, we could potentially take Lukaku to court and get him sacked if he don't turn up to training. And Lukaku will eventually force a move with the Euros in mind. Be it to Inter or be it somewhere else. There is a couple ways we could go with this. July 11th, we made one signing. What are we doing? Calma, bro. Calma. Get me to the 11th of August, and if it's one signing, I won't be happy. As of now, I understand the worries a little bit more than it was in June, but still no reason to stress too much just yet. The Caicedo situation is only a matter of payment plans as compared to everything that's being reported. Brighton want over 100 million. No, they want over 100 million on the pay packet that we are offering. If we offer more up front, they will go down to the 80 to 85 that they originally asked for. Calma. No reason to worry. I get it, Gavman. People just want to see a signing. We all do. When it comes, if Caicedo comes, nobody will complain about how long it took. Nobody will complain. People are complaining because he's not here yet. Just keep calm. And remember, he could be here next week. And if he's here, no one will stress. What do you mean? How is Poch going to see these players in pre-season now and build them into a squad before the Premier League starts? See, it's necessary, but again, it's nothing to worry too much about right now. Chelsea they haven't even traveled out to America yet. It's too early. Our first game of pre-season is what, next week? Isn't it this time next week? No reason to stress just yet. We have about 6-7 pre-season games, if I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong. But again, if we have that many pre-season games, why worry? It's not like there's only 3 or something. There's 6. Plenty of time. More time than you really notice. And Shavrenda, Brighton aren't doing anything wrong. They value Caicedo at a high amount. The amount that they agreed with Caicedo was 80 to 85. But again, the payment plan that we're offering is too lax. Way too lax. So if we offer them more money up front, they will drop it down to the 85 million that they originally asked for. They're not doing anything that's unfair, in my opinion. This is just negotiations. Let the big clubs negotiate and just sit back. This window could not stress me out. I won't lie to you guys. I lost Mount and Havertz this window. I am already satisfied. This window is already an 8 out of 10 to me as a minimum. So let them do what they need to do with Caicedo. Hell, we need to see what Levi Colwill's stance is as well with Chelsea. If he's going to turn into a dickhead and force his way out, Brighton, time to call again. Right, so Wrexham, Brighton, Fulham, Nuke. Yeah, we got 6 games. Relax. No reason to worry. Lewis is a deluded Chelsea fan. You need players in to start pre-season. No, you don't. It would be preferable. But it is not a necessity. It's not an absolute straight-up necessity. So, no. I don't think that's necessary at all. It's just you'd like it. Ryan, if he forces his way out, we are not sending him to Liverpool. We are sending him to Brighton as part of the Caicedo deal. It's too easy of an opportunity for Chelsea to say no to. If he wanted to force his way out, he's not wearing your colours. If we put him in the Caicedo deal, we're pulling 50 million out of it. So, as a minimum, as a bare minimum. So, no, we ain't going Liverpool. You got nobody you can offer to us, and we're not helping you. We're not helping. What if Levi doesn't... Ryan, respectfully, this is one of the silliest questions I've seen. The guy is literally in love with De Zerbi. He practically wants to go back already. The whole debate has been, does he want to stay at Chelsea or does he want to go back to Brighton? Not to Liverpool. You lot just scraped yourselves into the conversation. I won't lie to you guys. Because initially, we were talking with Brighton who wanted Colwill back. And Colwill was the one saying, I don't even remember being at Chelsea and all of this. You lot are not involved in this. You lot want to be involved. We will not involve you. So no. No. He probably would go to Brighton as a stepping stone to a top 6 club. That I agree with. But he would gladly go back to Brighton. And also, we'd gladly send him there if he was forcing his way out over going to you guys. So no. Why would we do that? Why would we do that? You sold players to rivals already. Levi could be another one. Yes. Mason Mount only wanted Man United. Kai Havertz only wanted Arsenal. Until Levi Colwill comes out and says, I only want Liverpool. No, you guys are just scraping yourselves into the conversation and we'll throw him into the Caicedo deal because it suits us, it suits Brighton, probably suits Colwill, it suits everybody. How do we do that? You lot would not be the first team we're shouting. Let him go back to... Apparently, you don't want to go on loan. Apparently, Colwill wants to be settled. So, yeah. No. Bayern Munich wanted him. Havertz didn't want to move abroad. He wanted to stay in London. So, no. It wasn't just only Arsenal. Real Madrid also... what was it? Real Madrid also inquired just before the Arsenal deal went through. And he said he only wanted Arsenal. So, no. He only wanted Arsenal. Mount only wanted United. It's as simple as that. Simple as that. Levi's a Liverpool fan. Like I said, I know my club. We would have removed our interest in Colwill if he wasn't open to a move to... When have you ever registered interest in him anyway? Actually, no. You did a couple weeks ago. Silly me. I thought that was just United Liverpool fans trying to speak into existence. No, you guys actually have. But I don't see us selling him to you first. I just don't see that. Unless he pushes for Liverpool. That's it. That would have to be the only way it happens. What else do we have? Datro Fofana has joined Union Berlin on loan next season. Should be a good move for him. Baffles me why we didn't experiment with him more at the later stage. But again, you have Potter just glurping off Havertz every week. So what do I expect? Maybe he would have shown us something. But hopefully he shows, what's it called? Union Berlin something. He'll probably get cameo appearances early on. But if he does well, maybe he'll get more game time as a start. Darko tweet. We have a Darko tweet. What's Darko saying? Let me guess. I bet this is Lavia and Liverpool news. Contrary to reports about Caicedo handing in a transfer request, I can confirm this is false. Talks are ongoing between both clubs. I never even knew he handed in a transfer request. So, all right, cool. Van Dijk's a chat. Oh, you man are trolling in the chat. Oh, yeah. That's facts. That is facts. Who else? Thoughts on the Balogun rumors? I don't believe that shit for a second. Don't believe that at all. Unless he's meant to be going to Strasbourg. Unless he's going to Strasbourg, I don't get that shit. So, don't really believe it. I mean, he's not a bad striker. He's meant to be one of the highest scorers in the league last season, but I don't know. The fact Lacazette went back to Lyon and got top goal scorer for me after doing fuck all in the English league for 5 years. It makes me ask a couple questions, but only a couple questions, because players do translate well from the French league to the English league. So, I don't know. Like, the only reason why I wouldn't write him off is because I've watched Havertz up top for 2 years. Nothing will ever be as bad as that. The worst striker I've ever watched in my life. Chelsea apparently inquired about Vlahovic, according to Alfredo Padula. Juve wants 65 to 70 million pounds. Kind of wish you could have put Pulisic in that deal. Maybe see if Oba would like a trip to Italy. See if that would work. Maybe you get 10 million off of that. I don't know. But it feels like the more this window goes, the more likely Vlahovic is going to be the striker we look at if we end up going for a striker. Now, I do believe it's only inquiries and nothing serious, because the idea is still that we give Nicholas Jackson a chance in pre-season and see how he performs. But if he doesn't perform, I guess we push for Vlahovic. Maybe by that point, Juventus raised the price tag by 5 to 10 million or something because stingy Italian team tax. But yeah, we'll have to see. It's very early days and it all depends on pre-season. Yeah, same thing with Arsenal. Yeah, I think Colwill is definitely open to joining you guys, but I also think he's open to going back to Brighton too. I think for him, it's just a case of starting games. Because Brighton will still offer him more game time than Liverpool will. You got a DP. You're both in the same competitions. You could debate whether Colwill would be a starter for you guys in Liverpool outright, but you wouldn't debate it with Brighton. Brighton, he starts just like that. So I still don't think it's as cut and dry. But yeah, we've got over 700 of you lot in here. Big up to everybody. Hit the like button, subscribe, and all of that crap. The link is going out to the panel. While I'm doing this, if you want to guarantee a comment gets read out, super chat that shit. And yeah, link is going out. Bear with me for a sec. Calm. I think that's everybody. I think that is everybody. Yes, guys. What you man saying?
Chilling, man. Just enjoying the meltdown online.
Now, what are people melting down about this time?
Way to sign players.
Oh, again, it's just the fucking. What is it? Oh, it's June the 11th. We still haven't signed anyone, except fucking Michael Jackson and all that crap. Bit of time. I get all the, to an extent, the worry. Just don't panic or anything. Like we've got 2 weeks left.
I'll only start worrying on in August. If I can't say on the 5th of August, for example, we haven't got enough players to start against Liverpool, then fair enough. But now I feel like we have few more weeks to go.
Big up to Ken Berry as well, saying Colwill isn't looking to be an automatic starter. He wasn't even that at Brighton. He just wants to know he'll play games. Tuchel told him last year he wouldn't. But if that's the case, he would play games.
Yeah. You can't use that.
NG said, try refresh your stream because it's working for everybody else, bro. Well, go on, Rodrigo.
Yeah, you can't use that excuse of Tuchel. Tuchel is gone. That's gone. That's in the past now. He has to come in and talk to Poch. And Poch said he'll have a plan for him. It's down to him to see where it fits in that plan. You can't come in and expect to start. Jesus, no. Mm-hmm. I don't think he does actually expect to start. I think he's
clearly not. Yeah, he's not.
I hope not.
He's not a
loser. More about his mentality.
He knows he's been in football for a few years, so he knows you can't. Even if he goes to Liverpool, he's not guaranteed to start.
He's not starting at Liverpool. He's not starting over Van Dijk and Konate. So already off the rip, that's just not gonna happen. And Van Dijk is their left center back. So are you telling me he's going to go there and replace Van Dijk? Come on.
No, I don't see that at all. But that's why I think if he goes anywhere, it's back to Brighton for a year or two.
Yeah, I wouldn't send him back.
Build your name up.
I wouldn't send him there. I wouldn't even send him on loan. Oh,
he's staying.
He's 100%.
I don't see a way that he leaves. Because from the talk that everyone, from what the gist of what everyone is saying is he's basically the next big thing, right?
Yeah.
So selling him now would be one of the dumbest things that we could do, because he hasn't proved enough that we can get enough money for him. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Respectfully, the only reason I'm going to sell a player is exactly like what we did for Mason and Kai. If we get a number that we, not we as the fans, but the team deems that we can't pass this up. We have to just sell them. We get a number like that, I'm okay with it. Just go ahead and get them gone. So if someone comes in, if Liverpool comes in and drops 80 bags for Colwill, go ahead and sign them. Sign the papers. I have no problem with that.
What about Caicedo?
Caicedo for me, Caicedo's a complete midfielder. I say just get it done. I don't care about the numbers. If you want me to be honest, I genuinely do not care about the numbers.
I think I messed up by signing that contract extension. Whoever advised him to do that really messed up.
No, because there was an agreement that he'd go for 80 to 85.
No. Hold on. Let's get it straight. Who messed up was us. We should have gotten the deal done before Rice got done, so that they couldn't have a metric to base Caicedo's deal off of. If we had gotten his deal done before, because remember, Arsenal were bidding 80, they're bidding 90, right? So if we had gotten the deal done before Rice's 100 million got done, we probably could have gone away with a little less than what they want now. But because Rice went for 100, they're gonna try and squeeze every single drop out of us.
Exactly, because that verbal agreement don't work. It's not it's not written. It's like the Harry Kane one, gentleman agreement. That doesn't work. You need to have it in your contract. I think that his agent should have advised him differently. Get the release clause signed before extending, and they did him wrong.
You talking about Caicedo?
Yeah, his agent. I think his agent didn't read.
Why do y'all? Yo, hold on. I wasn't even gonna come on because I gotta go to my appointment. But Rice deal has nothing to do with this. The only mention of 100 million is if we want this long-term payment package. That's it. They don't want 100 million for them. They want 100 million if we want to pay over these long-term years. If we pay them what they're asking, more money up front, then they probably only going to want between 80 and 90. It has nothing to do with Rice. Do y'all read the reports that come out? Like, if you read the report one time and stop listening to what people type in, you will not be confused and you will not keep waking up every morning. Like, what happened with the Rice deal? It clearly says if we want the pay package that we're trying to get, which is more than likely 5-year payout and that type of shit, like how we always do, then they want 100. If we do the payout the way they want it, then they'll take less money.
Hey, Jimmy, you know it was the same for Rice, right? That's why we're saying it's like the Rice deal.
It's not about defending no owners. What did you say?
I said the deal that you just stated.
No, y'all bringing up Rice because y'all talking about how much they paid for Rice.
I'm bringing up Rice because it was the same thing for Rice. Arsenal, if they had paid it in like 2 or 3 installments, it would have been 80 mil. But because they wanted more installments, it was like 100.
No. West Ham wanted 100. West Ham wanted 100, period. They wanted 100. They wanted 100. It's not the same.
Brother.
It's not the same.
Brother, you just told me to go read reports. So I would like you to go read the same fucking reports.
I'm not worrying about what you're talking about, man. It's nowhere near the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. They wanted 100. They said
you just said
jump.
Hold on. Jimmy, you just said that if we do the installments like Brighton want, we will pay less, right?
If we do the installments in a shorter package, we'll pay 85. That's not what the case with Rice.
It was.
Bro, they're paying. Listen, that literally makes no sense because they're paying over 24 months. That's not even a long time. So why would they stretch it out and pay $20 million just to get 1 year added on? 1 year? 1 year. That doesn't add up.
They wanted 100 million.
Dude,
wanted 100 million.
We would stretch it out over 3, 4, 5 years. So that's why they will want the extra money. Why would anybody say, I'll pay an extra $20 million to stretch it out 1 more year? That literally makes no sense. It makes no sense.
Jimmy, do you understand what I am saying? I am saying the premise of the installments.
Bro, I'm saying that if we paid the 85, like what they saying, then that's what his price would be. Simple. Stop saying the Rice deal, the Rice deal. Fuck the Rice deal. The Rice deal have nothing to do with it. They have a price. Like there are clubs who pay for players and just pay for the money outright. You know that, right?
Jimmy, I understand that, but are you
so
going
that's
to,
what they're saying.
Okay,
They're saying this is an opportunity. If y'all want to pay 85 or 80,
how is a market set? So how is a market set?
No, I'm not about to do. Don't ask me questions. I'm telling you what they're saying. Brighton is saying if you pay us in shorter terms, a year or 2, pay us 85. That's his value. That's Jimmy, what we'll take.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
So what are you arguing then?
I'm not arguing anything. I'm saying you're trying to tell me I'm wrong when I'm trying to tell you we're saying the same thing.
No, we're not. You're saying Rice deal. Oh, if we would have got the deal done before Rice, we could have got it done before anything if we would have just paid the 85.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
No, that's not what you're saying. That's saying
exactly
the Rice deal made his price go up.
I'm saying if we had gotten the Caicedo deal done before Rice, they would not be holding out. Or they would be holding out, but they wouldn't be holding out so strongly for 100 million because that's what Rice went for. So that's what
they're not holding out for 100. They're saying pay us 100 if you want this payment plan. They'll take 85, bro. What part of that you don't get? Holding out for 100 is you got to give me 100 or else you're not getting them. That's holding out for 100. You see the difference? That's holding out for something. Holding out for 100 is you got to give me 100 no matter what. If they saying you can give us 2 payments and it's 85 million and you can have them, or you can pay us 5 payments and it'll be 100. You see the difference? That's not holding out. That's not holding out. That's literally not holding out. That's giving you an option. That's an option. You can pay me. It's like when you go to a car. You ever bought a car? You go to a car dealership. You can buy a car cash for a price that's written on the front of the car, or you can get a loan from the bank and that has interest on it. So you end up paying more for the same car, but you get longer time. It's the same thing. Sometimes y'all complicate things because y'all never been in the situation, but it's just that simple. If you've ever purchased a car before, it's the same thing. A car has a price. A car has a price. You can go on a lot. A car would be $50,000. If you got $50,000 cash, you can give them $50,000 and you will walk off the lot with that car for $50,000. But if you don't want to pay the
what's the price based on? What's the
cash,
price based on? What's the price
if you
based
don't
on?
want to pay the $50,000 cash, what you can do is the bank will give them the money, and then you can pay the bank over a few more years.
My nigga, what is the price based on? What is the price based on?
It's an interest rate that they put on it. That's basically what Brighton is doing. They're saying if you
the market.
It's not no market.
Oh,
Brighton is saying if you want to pay over these many years, it's the interest on it. That's basically what they're saying. It has nothing to do with
what the price, though. The price is set by other cars as well.
No, bro, listen. What you're doing is you're losing yourself, bro. You're going too far. Listen, if they pay the money right now, they'll pay 85. So that's his evaluation. But they're telling Chelsea, if you want to pay over this many years that you're telling us, you got to pay 100. You got to put something on top of it.
I know, but you can't say that.
So that's not because of Declan Rice. That's because of them wanting to spread the years out. You understand? It's not about Declan Rice. They're saying to Chelsea, if you want to pay over 5 years, you got to put a little extra on it. But if you want to pay over 2 years, then you can pay the 85. You understand?
So why is he worth 80? Why is he worth 100? Because
he's not
other
worth
players
100. He's 85. But if you want this payment plan, it's 100.
All right. You know what? All right.
The payment plan raises the price tag because there's going to be more money over a longer duration of time.
Why is everybody else getting that? Lewis clearly just explained it in layman's terms.
Lewis, that has never been. I have not misunderstood that. I understand that. I am not arguing that. But you cannot sit here and tell me that Rice's price tag does not dictate Caicedo's price tag because they play the same fucking position.
I think it's an easy reach to make. The thing with Declan Rice is Declan Rice has more years of Premier League experience, and he also has homegrown talent.
Hold on, time out. But wait, Lewis, let me ask you this.
I'm saying the market.
Hold on, wait, Lewis. From the beginning, how much money did West Ham say they wanted for Rice?
So was it 100?
Over 100, right? And what did they get?
Like
100. So what are we really talking about? Brighton says he's worth 85. If you give us 85 in 2 payments, you can have him. But if you want it over 5 payments, it's going to cost you more. That's it. It's not about Rice. Rice payments is going to be paid in 3 fucking installments.
I'll bring up the other super chat in a sec.
3 installments for Rice. 3. I guarantee you if they said, yo, we want to pay you over 5 installments for Rice, they would have said, give us 120. I guarantee you. If they said, I guarantee if they said you want to give us over 5 installments, you give us 120.
Jimmy, you don't have to keep saying the same things. I understand what you're saying. We can move on. I get what you're saying.
Just before we
never
do, big
once
up Damon
disagreed.
saying if we pay 80 million, Brighton want it in one installment. This is why Chelsea offered 100 million, but over 3 years, meaning 33 million a year. It's not new to overpay for players for better payment structure. Example,
Exactly.
Cucurella.
That's
Wait.
never been confusing.
When did Brighton want 80 million in one installment? I never heard
I don't
that.
think it's necessarily one, but you know how
Yeah,
it's a
like
big
I think it's
upfront
just
and then one
a
more
big
payment.
chunk
He's
up
just saying
front.
shorter. He's just saying shorter.
Yeah, he's just basically
Yes.
saying
We
shorter payment.
understand that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I think there was meant to be 85 million with a massive chunk of it up front, and the
Yeah.
rest paid in like 2 or 3 installments.
Mhm.
Like that's why I think Brighton.
That's why I'm telling people it's not much to do with Rice. It's really not. It's easy to put that together, and that makes headlines, and
Yeah,
then
can you put
sounds
up
good
Vic's-
and it
can you
sounds
put up Vic's-
salacious. But in
can you put up Vic's
actuality,
chat
if
real
you
quick?
pay what they asking, then he's really only worth 80. You're only gonna pay 85.
That's
It's
all I'm
on
saying.
you.
This is all I'm saying. This is all I'm saying. Nothing else. I'm not talking about no fucking installments, no nothing like that. I am saying the positions that they are playing is dictated by the other players that are gone at the same price tag or at around the same price tag. Tchouaméni, Enzo, Bellingham, Rice, Caicedo, they're all going at the same price tag, which is the market. That's all I'm fucking saying. Nothing to do with installments. Nothing.
Yes, it does, bro, because they're not the same price tag.
Oh my fuck, dude.
I
understand.
what are
I
you
understand
talking
that the
about?
price
How much
changes.
did Tchouaméni
I
go for?
understand that the price changes. I understand what you're saying. If you
I think
have
he
a
went
better
for like
installment
88
plan,
or 85.
if you have a better
now.
installment plan, you can pay it like on a better like,
Yeah, around
on
100
a
million
better
euros
way.
pretty much. So,
All I'm saying is the market is dictated by
85
other
million.
players.
85 million for Tchouaméni.
But you said they all went for this. They all going for the same
At
price. They're not.
around the same price, bro.
So 85
That's
is
not. But
still
that's not what you
around,
just said, bro.
then, isn't it?
Oh my goodness. Are we being so literal? Are we being this literal?
I just want
No.
Caicedo. Let's just move on, man.
Bro,
Let's just get Caicedo.
I'm only gonna go by what you're saying. Nowadays, y'all motherfuckers say stuff and then you repeat it back and then you act like that's not what you said. I'm gonna go off of what you say. Say what you mean then.
Just go back and
Just
hear.
say
Just go
what
back.
you
Just go back.
say what you
Just
mean
go
and then
back.
we won't have a misunderstanding.
I literally have said the same thing
Nah,
time and time
no, you
again,
haven't,
but
bruh.
you keep
No, you
talking
haven't.
about
Just say what
installments.
you mean, man.
Dude, just go back and rewatch the video.
I ain't rewatching shit.
Round two.
Then stop talking. Dude, oh my god.
What do you mean stop talking? Who the fuck is you talking to?
Listen,
What do you
brother.
mean stop
Listen,
talking?
brother.
Like who the fuck is you
Move
talking
on.
to, bruh?
Move on, bro.
What the fuck is you talking about?
Didn't
Stop
you say you
talking.
weren't even supposed to be here?
Yo, my man. Who are you talking to, yo? Who are you talking to? Like, what do you mean stop talking? Come on, bro. Like, why you passing your place? Like, stop talking. I didn't tell you to stop talking. Don't tell me to stop talking, man. Come on, bro. Nah, don't lie. Because if we was face to face, you wouldn't tell me stop talking. So don't do it online. Don't tell me stop talking. We talking.
It's never that serious.
Yeah, but we're grown men talking, so don't tell me stop talking then. Like, that wasn't necessary.
It's never that serious.
Okay.
It's never that serious. I said, let's
Bro,
move
you're
on.
both right, man.
Why
You're
would you
both
tell me
right.
stop talking?
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Listen, Jimmy, you're right, man. And so you're both right. Listen, what he's saying about players go for the same price is correct, right? You see the clubs, they say, okay, we value this player at the same price, and a similar profile of player has gone for this much, so we want the similar amount. That's right. And what you're saying, Jimmy, in terms of if you want longer periods of installments, you offer the club say, okay, give us 100, 70, 80. It's right as well. You're both right.
And I agree. I agree with you, Jimmy. I agree.
Tranquilo, man. Let's move on. I just said a random Spanish word. I don't even know what I just said, but yeah, let's move on.
Come in and say, bro. Habibi, bye-bye.
Yeah, every time I say it's a casual stream.
Yeah,
every time I say
the stay of the coke, yeah, take it, man.
Big up Allo Todd Bodie saying, "Wallah, my brothers, I'm gonna drop 300 million on Lucas Moura. Please don't. Before we move on, Mitchyboy, have you got any thoughts on this whole Caicedo situation, brother?
Yeah, is it just me, or we don't want to overpay for this player? To me, when you start paying the big money, it's for a special player. To me, he's just like a functional player. He is a good player. He is the sort of profile we need. But I don't think we should be paying like world-class money. Does anybody in the panel think that this guy is like top drawer? He is a good player. He's solid. But he's just a ball winner. He's not the sort of player that's going to take us to a different level, but we do need the profile. What do you think?
Mitchy, I think Caicedo is exactly who we need, and I do think he's the difference maker. I honestly couldn't care if it's 85 million or 120. I just want Caicedo at this football club.
Yeah, I agree, but it's just do we want to pay silly money? The sort of money where if we start going up to 100 million, that's like the best players in the world. But we do need the profile.
Did you say he's only a ball winner? That's a terrible description of what Caicedo is.
I mean, he's only 21 right now, so he has time to grow.
No, but
to develop.
Well, so what was Makelele just a ball winner?
No. I says he is a ball winner, but he has got other things. But I don't think he's that top drawer guy that's going to like Enzo pinging balls about. He's a different kind of player. We do need the profile, but do we need to like really push the boat out? I think 85's big enough a fee without going to the 100. Do you not think we could get a player similar that is going to be a lot cheaper?
No.
Nah, I think 85.
If that was the case, then it should have happened already. Yeah.
There should be a plan B. There should be a plan C.
I guess
that's why.
What is a lot cheaper?
I don't know. I just don't feel like there's a lot of players that can do everything. Like when you talk about like there's players that specialize in one thing or another. He specializes in damn near everything, bro. I don't think you can get like a different like player.
Yeah, that's why I said the way he described him as just a ball winner. That is.
Yeah, there's no alternate. Like I genuinely don't think there's an alternate for him. Like there is. I can't see an alternate for him.
Yeah, that's cool. I was just putting it out there because to me it's we need to be prepared. We need to be prepared to walk away for these deals. I think. Or else we're just going to be in the same situation every time we go in for a player.
I hear that, but not every player is going to be like him. Like, you can pull up a stat sheet, right? I hate saying this because it's not really how negotiations go, right? But I would love for that to be a part of negotiations, right? Just pull up the fucking stat sheet and just show what he's good at and what he's not good at. And this dude is good at every single fucking thing, right? There's not going to be a lot of players out there that you're going to be able to put up those same kind of stats for. So when you're talking about, is he really worth it? This is one of the times where I feel like he really is. In other situations like the Ugarte, I understood, walk away. It's not really worth it because he's limited in some aspects of his game. But for Caicedo, where there genuinely is no ceiling, like the roof is, the sky, I feel like it's kind of worth it. Blow the money, I think it's worth it.
Let me ask you this. If Caicedo came in and did the same thing he did for Brighton last year, right for Chelsea this year, you don't think that's worth 100 million?
It's worth it.
It's worth 100 million.
Bro,
we thought Cucurella was going to come and do what he did at Brighton, and he hasn't.
There's context.
Wait. Let me ask Mitchy a question. Mitchy, do you think Rice was worth 100 million?
I think he's as worth as I think he was worth 85 as well. Especially when I think Caicedo's possibly worth more because he's got a longer contract. Was Rice not in his last year?
But don't you think like the fact that we sold so many players, we can afford that 10 million just to get this over the line so we can move on to other targets?
Oh, I agree. It's the bargaining point of view. I'm a bit worried that we go in and people keep on putting the price up on us. We should be paying what how like Man City walk away sometimes. Maybe we have to learn to walk away. That's what I'm saying.
No, but Man City's in position to walk away because they're loaded already. You can't walk away when the cupboard's bare. You got to put.
We already sold most of our players. Yeah, we need to strengthen.
I mean, I'm scared. We need these players in, guys. I get what you're talking about, but it's no devil's advocate. But I'm just asking the question.
Yeah.
No,
we sold like 9 players this season, man. In this window, man. We need new players, bro.
I could understand that if it was like maybe squad players. If we talk about Caicedo, he's one of the best midfielders in this league. And
we're talking about a starter for the next 7-8 years.
You pay the premium. Like this. I hate this idea that our fan base, we act like we're the only people that pay big money for good players. Look around. They all do it. All the top teams pay big money for big players. You might find your diamond in the rough here and there, but you got to pay. Look at what Manu.
Bro, you know who caused it? It's Maguire and his big head, bro. Maguire caused all of this, man.
It's another Enzo then.
It's Maguire, bro.
We all really want this player, and I think what I'm getting for you guys is you just want the player, be hook or crook. And it was the same with Enzo. I wanted Enzo, and a lot of people I spoke to at the time we really wanted Enzo, and I think you guys are the same. You just
Yeah,
want the
yeah.
deal done. We need the
Yeah.
player, and if he comes
Yeah.
in next season, we've got a team. Because I think you put him in, it makes us better all of a sudden.
My logic behind it, this is how I look at it, right? I compare like how you have two players that you compare. Like right now, Rice and Caicedo. I ask myself, Caicedo, would I take Rice? Yes. Would I take Caicedo? Yes. So I look and say, okay, how much they paid for Rice? They paid 105. If I think Caicedo's better than Rice, I couldn't open my mouth to say Chelsea paid too much if they paid the same amount. Because if I think he's better than Rice, how could I complain about how much they pay? I think he's better than Rice. So whatever, if it takes 105 or whatever it costs, I'm not gonna complain about that. Now maybe if they go 120, 125, then I'll go whoa. But if I think he's better than Rice and they pay anything within 10, 15 million of Rice, then I really don't have no room to complain. You know what I mean?
Bro,
I think he's better than Rice.
Caicedo is kind of at fault at this, right? Because he signed a new contract before, like in January. He should have not done it until they promised him, or they put a release clause in that contract.
He got
bro.
more money. Y'all got to think about it. The new contract he signed gave him a raise at the moment. So he don't
Bro, but
care
he's gonna
to buy him next. He don't
yeah,
care.
but he's gonna get a bigger raise now, man.
Yeah, but this isn't his problem.
Regardless, so he didn't care.
It will be his problem if he doesn't move, though. It was with him anymore.
No, but he's
Well, he's getting
idea.
paid well, and he's gonna move eventually. Somebody's gonna come in for the money eventually.
Regardless, so why would he? Yeah, that's Chelsea problem.
It's not his
It's
fault.
a dumb decision, man. in my opinion.
The reason, the question I have is, hold up. The question I have is, Caicedo is a different animal, and he does all these other things on top of what we need. But now that the situation we're in, can we look at it and say, okay, maybe now we just find somebody who does what we need. We have to take a bit of a hit on the kind of player we're getting, but at the very least, they give us what we need in that midfield. It doesn't have to be the level of Caicedo for much cheaper.
No. I'm very much against buying players just for quality.
Bro, this is Chelsea,
but there's still quality in the player.
Bro.
Well, quantity. I'm not talking about quantity.
Might as well keep Gallagher.
Well, who's the player though? I understand what you're saying, but you have to give me an example of the player. It's easy to say that, but it can't be a mystery guy. It has to
would
be
an
somebody
Onana work? Would an Onana work?
Onana doesn't fit us the way Caicedo does.
He's young. He's the same age as Caicedo, but not on his level. So if I'm gonna pay for somebody that, I'd rather not.
But he's not on the level. He's not on his level in what regard? Did you hear what I said in the beginning?
Hold on, Moyo. Hold on. Moyo, can you say your point again? I didn't hear you.
I'm saying we need a certain type of profile in the midfield, a certain kind of steel in the midfield we haven't had for a long time, and this team needs it. Oh, Nana doesn't have quality? He doesn't have quality of Caicedo.
Nana doesn't have
But the money, the extra 20 or 30 million that is gonna cost me for Caicedo, those extras he bring is worth it. So I'm good on Onana.
So wait, extra 30? How much?
Hold on.
How much is Onana gonna? How much is Caicedo gonna cost us? You think at the end?
Hold on, Moyo.
I think we'll get there for 90 once we sign him, man.
Here we go again, man.
It's gonna cost you like 50 or 60 million. He's not gonna be cheap. They're not gonna give him away.
And that's over like 8 years too. So
it's gonna cost like 50 or 60 million.
That's a big difference.
Bro, we need to sit in our ass and get a good payment term with them.
It's a big difference in talent too. It is a big difference, but it's a big difference.
Moyo, are you saying that Caicedo is not necessarily the steal that in the midfield that we're gonna need?
Man, people don't listen. Where did you hear me say that? I said on top of. I'm saying Onana still gives us that. He just doesn't give us that extra. But do we want to pay that 100 mil it's going to get to Caicedo? I'm okay to pay that, but I'm just creating a different scenario here where we say, okay, and just like Enzo was, Enzo gave us that extra on top of what we needed. But at the moment, we need that steal to go with Enzo. We need a good midfielder who can do a certain job. Caicedo does that, but he also does these other things, and that's what makes him so special. But if we can look at the situation and say, okay, maybe we can just take a bit of a hit, but we absolutely need a player who can do a certain job in that midfield to help Enzo, to help the team If we don't, it doesn't have to be Caicedo.
Oh, okay.
That's what
okay.
I'm saying.
You're saying
If the
Caicedo
price
isn't an
becomes
option.
too much for us,
You're saying Caicedo isn't an option in this scenario. Okay, all right.
if he doesn't become
Okay,
an option for
okay,
us, just say
okay.
we don't want to pay that, but let's just go with somebody who can do a good job, who is a good player. They just might not be that special Caicedo.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Then I would agree.
No, I'm against that. I think Chelsea needs the best type of players
We
at the
need the
moment, especially
special players at Chelsea.
with the fact that we have a lot of
especially in the
best
midfield.
clubs in Europe, bro. We get
It's
the
just a
best
fucking
players.
hypothetical. It's just
No,
a
that's
Okay, we
fine,
still
and
need
that's
to- we
and that's
still
their
need to answer
answer.
the
I don't
hypothetical,
disagree
bro.
with them.
Why
I
are
don't
you getting
disagree
mad,
with
man?
them. I want the best of the best, but we have to be feasible and realistic. And if the club
I
says
think-
this might be too much for us,
Moyo,
don't
I
think
agree
it's
with you.
realistic.
Right? If we had more options, like first quality options in our midfield, then I would not mind Onana. But the fact that we only have Enzo, who's actually good enough for our team, in my opinion, going forward, I think we need the best of the best at the moment.
If Caicedo costs 100 and Tchouaméni costed 80, would you guys go with Tchouaméni?
Yeah, I would take Tchouaméni if we could get Tchouaméni, but that's
Okay.
not a viable option, though.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, the quality between Tchouaméni and Caicedo is closer than Onana and Caicedo, so I would take that.
Yeah, so is the price. It's just some. It's gonna be give and take, and we might have to.
I think we're gonna get Caicedo. If Chelsea's not gonna agree a deal, I don't think Brighton.
I will be surprised.
Yeah,
that
they're
they
not
don't
gonna
do
miss
it.
out on the whole deal just because of 5 million. Plus, the player wants to leave, and they had an agreement. I think they're just trying to buy time and try to squeeze as much from us as possible. So I wouldn't be surprised if they just
Is
add
anybody
another
worried
5.
that the transfer request is a sign that the deal's stalling a bit? I know it's been put as a fake story by Darko, but that's a bit strange that came out, the transfer request story.
Who initially reported it? Because I never heard that.
Some dodgy account. Philip something, no?
It was Chelsea Forum, I think it was, or something.
I don't think there's anything more than
that sounds dodgy.
reporter taking advantage of the situation. Oh, it's the right time to throw in that kind
He's
of
the
story.
same guy who said James would join Madrid or something.
Yeah, Fabrizio
Yeah, he
denied
is.
it. Fabrizio
Oh no,
denied
he's
it.
reported from Hamada Chelsea FC. I have never seen that brother before.
That sounds
in my
dodgy,
life.
bro. That sounds dodgy.
One sec. I'll bring it up on the big screen, but bro, this is the first time I've seen this guy. And yeah, I don't believe it for a second. I don't believe it for a second.
That's the one I seen.
Yeah, who is this guy? Yeah, bro,
It looks like class ref.
That's what he looks like, class ref. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Have you seen Class Ref? Are you just joking?
No.
That's what we think he should look like.
Oh, I should.
By the way, I had to defend your honor today, Lewis.
Oh yeah, I heard someone was talking shit about me in what was it, Tobes' space, but I didn't hear what was said.
Probably that chubby bastard Tobes.
No.
Still sad about Mount.
It was what's his name? Gucci Dan.
Oh, Gucci
Dan again. What was he saying?
Yeah.
Let me guess.
I
You
don't
backed Lukaku and all this crap.
Don't speak to me.
What did he
Lewis,
say?
You're not allowed to speak to me, Lewis. Remember?
You're not allowed to speak to us. You're not even meant to be here.
Like I told, I asked him what's the proper Chelsea first, but that was there. But then he went on some kind of rant, and I told him, I hope you know that I don't speak English like you, and please, you're not the best English person to. Because with all I couldn't understand the freaking word 90% of what he's saying. Like when he goes on the rant, I can't understand it, and I was like, it's all like it's like a sound of music in Scottish language, like that's how he sound to me. Like
I've tried speaking to Gucci Dan. It's like listening to a Johnny stream.
I don't know how, but for some reason his kids all of a sudden over there. He said he has 5 kids, and then he said he has 6 kids. And I was like, "Damn! Did you just
make your wife pregnant again?"
Like,
mid-space.
He's got 5.
He's mass producing. Jesus Christ!
Like he literally became a father. Like within the seconds of saying, "I have 5 kids," then he says 6 kids. I was like, "Dude, you need to learn how to pull out."
No, he's got 5 kids that live with him, and he's got 1 that lives with a previous partner. That's what it is.
I told him to learn how to pull out, but anyway.
A wee bit late, Alex. A wee bit late.
But anyway, what's the name? It was quite interesting. Look, everybody, like I said, I never criticize when people go on how you say it and explain their views of the game, because I'm not. I always had. I'm not the person to tell who's the you proper Chelsea or you don't know ball. You will never hear me say that. Well,
Yeah.
maybe if you're trolling, but for me, I always get like understanding of a person when he says the way he thinks. I just want to make sure that I'm actually talking, have credibility behind it. Because like Kai, you're saying, like, why you been on my back lately? Because I don't see credibility with Kai when he said like one tweet he says kids, and then next tweet he says he wants the player, which is the same age as the one that he didn't, and said that he's a kid. You see what I'm saying? For me, it's kind of same thing. So that's why I was going on you, Kai. But
I love how Kai stayed quiet during that.
Yeah, but you be
I'm
quiet,
cutting up
my
chicken, bro.
favorite
That's why I'm cutting
N-word.
up chicken.
No.
Is there Sarah's in the background?
I'm not your
You can
favorite.
leave, you can
obviously.
Making dinner, bro.
But what I'm saying is like we need to make it understanding for the people what actual view is. Like when the whole conversation with Mount, the reason why I was losing my like my head, it was how much hate that kid got, even though maybe some people deserve it. I just don't think that hate that he got is based on your personal opinion of him. It's based on the other fans that you wanted to shove it into the other fan base of Mason Mount face. That thing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is because of you. And this is what I like with Johnny. Johnny made him name based on Mason Mount. He made his name based on Mason Mount. And people hate him based on Mason Mount. But if you've really, because I talked to what's his name with Minerals off stream, and he's decent. He understands the game. He's decent person and decent talking. But
Johnny off stream is so different.
So different. And that's what I'm saying. And when and this is why it actually pisses me off, because why, Johnny? Why are you doing this? You see what I'm saying? I know who you are behind all this base amount. And if you're talking with him, not them, like something else on the football about same Chelsea, doesn't have to be Mason Mount. It's a decent conversation. The minute that you bring him out, you're losing it.
No, even in person, like we've both come out of games and been around fan cams. I've gone up to him and been like, "You did not think Mount had a good game today?" And he's like, "No, I thought he was good. I thought he was decent." But he's not shouting in your face like, "He was fucking brilliant. What are you talking about? If it weren't for the fucking midfield, he would have been man of the match." No, it's like you can have a conversation.
And that's what I think, and that's what I was defending you, because I know Lewis. It's not like I don't know Lewis like I just met him. I think I know Lewis enough to say that he does not hate Mason Mount based on lately tweets and everything. This is the Sharem what Johnny does. This is what, for me, it's still same Sharem with go away party for Mason Mount. It's not because he hates Mount personally. It's because he hates the fan base.
Yes.
The fan base.
But when we do the Lukaku leaving party, it will be because I hate him.
Yeah. That's a different. This is what I'm saying. So when I asked the toothless, I shouldn't say that, but what's his name? But what's the proper Chelsea's? And he started back in the players, no agendas, everything. And the minute I said, "Okay, tell me your thoughts on Lukaku," and it was a quietness. And then you can see the boil blow up, like the level in the cartoons, you know, like the eyes shot in closely with the red thing.
I take it.
That's what I
said.
That's what I felt when with Gucci. Then I can feel his anger, and he went on the rant.
You don't like.
I have a theory. I have a theory about that one.
But look.
I have a theory about
the whole thing. Even like I like I'm not like I like the Gucci. Then he's funny dude, and I will always like him just because he's the funny dude. He brings the 5 seconds of comedy into my life. I will never say no to 5 seconds of comedy. My life is boring. If you think this is my life, you're so freaking out of your mind. I do have 3 kids, and I've not 3 kids my own. Like I had to, my wife made me do stuff, so I will not have kids. But What you see me, it's me reacting the
That's a
same
lot of
way
info.
to the kids on the space, to the kids on the what's the name, in the chat, because I never faced this, never faced that. You know what I'm saying? Like people talking in the chat, and I'm talking in the public. I never did it because I've never had this kind of thing before. So when I'm reacting, and I sometimes going back and I watch like 6 months streams from 6 months ago, just for hell of it. Oh my God, people must think I'm an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Like based on the streams that like happened 6 months ago. And I'm like, that's not me. Like, for example, yesterday was one guy was like, why is Alex was always trying to threaten like PE? I couldn't let it go. It bothered me because I think like people think that like, no, that's not how I am. I'm actually a decent person. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, everybody who says they're a decent person, not a
I ain't
decent
gonna
person.
let you
Alex.
get
Stop,
away with
bro.
it. I ain't gonna let you get away with it.
Hold on a second. When I was trying to explain it is like when I'm going to Atlanta to watch Chelsea, for some reason, like I made the impression on him that I don't want how you say it, for the people to approach me. Like if they recognize me from Lewis Stream or something. No, that's not what I meant. What I meant is I'm going to be with kids. That's a different me. That's what I mean. With kids. Please be respectful because my kids is there. If I was by myself, we can do the battle of a chat. But if my kids would be with me, you're gonna see, like there's a different me. Please be respectful because my kids are not actually what I'm thinking.
So you don't mean don't approach me?
Yeah. No, of course not. No, I love Chelsea fans. I will like the more we're talking. You see what I'm saying? That's not what I meant. What I meant is like just be more like understanding that the person on here is not the person beside my kids because kids don't have nothing to do with it. And I'm really, really, especially you cut me after like I'm watching this movie that really about the kidnapping and all that, and this freaked me out. You see what I'm saying? That's the response I gave yesterday. But look,
your parents, you're gonna be protective.
Yeah. There's the only thing about it. So I was waiting for the stream to explain my point because I watched the replay and I was like, wow, I've like that guy, that PE guy. I was like, I wish he was here so I can actually
apologize.
Let him understand that that's not
good.
how I'm rolling. It's just the freaking stream. But anyway,
he'll watch it back. Don't worry.
Who's PE, man? Who's that?
I don't even say if I don't even know if I'm saying his name right. His name was like 2 letters or 3 letters, but
I'm sure if anyone sees you and they recognize you, they're gonna come through and say hi anyway. Especially if family's around, I'd expect people to just be chilling.
Yeah. The only thing is, it's because of the kids. It's because of the kids is gonna be with me, and I didn't.
If anybody wasn't like that with you, you already know what their energy is.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be hard to figure it out.
All right, Chad, give Alex some love. He just poured his heart out. I think it is.
Yeah, no, for real.
Yeah. Give me.
I figure Alex would be like. A nice
I'll
guy.
send you like 4 cans of Pepsi, Alex. I'll send you 4 cans of Pepsi.
Are those the virgin Pepsis? I'm still
By the way,
he's giving you his fuzzy drinks, bro. That's a big deal, man.
Look, no, I'm not going to North Carolina game.
I know the service match isn't talking right now. Yeah, sorry to interrupt you. Keep talking.
Bro, what does that even mean, bro? What does that even fucking mean, man?
I know you. Don't worry, man. Don't worry. Anyway, continue.
Right, so just going to go through a couple of these super chats. Big up Daniel saying Caicedo needs to hand in a transfer request now. No, like just it's not like they're saying he's not to fail. They are negotiating over the payment structure. Let them negotiate. Like we're acting like Brighton are saying no, he's staying. We refuse to sell. It's not like that. Big up Sean saying Caicedo is better on the ball than Kante, but not as good off the ball when it comes to winning back possession, in my opinion. But I think he's top quality. Again, also I agree with all of that. But he's also 21, could potentially develop as well. For now he's completely the profile that we're looking for. Big up to Sean Newlands and big up to GoAM saying bigger betrayal, Mickey on Rory or Lukaku on Lewis. Nah, definitely Mount on Rory. Lukaku, I at least gave up on him after about a year. Like, Rory, no, that would have been heartbreaking. Man said he's an amazing actor and everything.
I can't lie to you, though. If we're talking about the longevity, yours is worse.
Longevity? No, his longevity was longer, though.
No, I'm saying like the... Wait, is he talking about like which one? Hold on, pull the...
What's the bigger betrayal?
Okay,
That was super chat. Where is it?
Bro,
Bigger bitch.
Rory
Some-
worship.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
He
yeah. That's
deserves
most
it.
definitely.
Something from
Yeah,
Pies,
like
I don't
4
know
years
what.
as well. For me, it was like a season, one
it was
season,
quick.
and I was like, yeah, I'm done.
It wasn't
Why
even a
don't,
full
why
season.
don't why don't people in the chat like briefly summarize what Pies is saying if it's big news rather than just saying
Pies has posted these quotes. So
I actually
go.
heard Pies speak on Space yesterday with
Yeah, he's
Alex
a Lauren
Goldberg.
channel a lot.
Goldberg.
He's always on.
Yeah,
Lauren.
I actually heard Alex Goldberg speak, and like I kind of understood his point of view. I kind of like people talking about a lot of crap about him, but
I like him. I like him. I don't agree with
whoa,
every.
like,
I don't
whoa.
agree with everything he says, but
You
I
don't
don't
need
think
to shout it that loud. Like, okay, like, we all
Is
for
that
the
loud?
all for the
Alex,
Rambo
relax,
community.
He's very gorgeous.
No,
But
no.
that
I,
was like,
I,
yo.
I think he just.
He's like, I
think
love
he gets a
Alex
lot of-
Goldberg. Alex Goldberg is great.
Is that what that sounded
What the
like?
fuck
That
was
is what
that?
it sounded like, bro.
No, I don't. I think he's hated a lot in the fans base. I guess because he's what.
Yeah, he's a
Cobham
cunt, boy. He
Rapper,
deserves it,
Mount.
bro.
I don't know. I don't think he's that bad. He has a lot of information.
Oh, Pies
to
speak about Colwill.
He has a lot of information that's worth listening to. If you don't agree, you
Yeah.
don't agree. But if you would
see.
put him in a box like he's agenda merchant. If you just that's your choice, right? He has some things that you can listen to. You don't have to listen to everything, but he has a lot of information that's worth listening to, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, maybe.
I actually,
Right, so
I don't
Cole-
like why we bringing this nonsense, guy.
I don't know, but we've been asked to play this, so let's see what he says.
Well, even
Ryan.
my Jamaican brothers that Levi to Liverpool.
Levi to what?
No football talk, man.
All he said was no football talk when they said Levi to Liverpool.
And then typed it, stay at Chelsea.
Why is
No,
everyone trying to
that's
put him
someone
on
else. That's the guy
blast?
who's recording it saying stay at Chelsea, not Colwill.
Like, why does
The
Levi
guy who
Colwill keep?
recorded the video on their phone said stay at Chelsea. That weren't Colwill.
I kind of feel sorry for Cole because he's keep getting put in these awkward situations. Like,
Putting himself in it, bro. Stay
I
off your fucking phone.
I don't think people
Stay off your
realize
phone.
what the kid wants versus what the kids thinks. And again, everything that I saw on the news was actually not his actual quotes. It's the reporters translate the conversation. There's not quotes. Do people know what the quotes means? Like when you are quoting somebody, you have to put the quote into the typing and saying this is his actual words in quotes. But they didn't. They used the interpretation of a conversation they had with Levi.
And twisted a certain way.
And twisted it a certain way. Oh, guess what? We all believed the media. There's a clicks behind it. For example, like, look, like people don't understand that the young player will look for the game time because it's the best thing for his development. It's the way people think that the way Levi is thinking right now, like it's his end career. It's not the end of his career. It's just the beginning. He's not gonna make that decision based on Twitter.
See all you people saying Colwill,
but he should stay off of like social media, like off of live and shit. Like it's unnecessary.
So you're telling me my
He
daily
wasn't the one
DMs on
recording.
Instagram saying stay at Chelsea is
If he was the one on,
He was in
the
a
one
pool
live.
on
He was
FaceTime,
live.
on live.
It
He was
wasn't.
on live. Stay off of live.
Oh
you know
my word!
Be
It's like
commenting.
it's like a telling a version. Don't get late. You're too young for it.
It's not really. No, I mean,
not
like
really. I'm
you
just
act
saying, to stop all this like unnecessary shit. He's gonna get on live and say no football talk. He's a fucking footballer. What else are they gonna talk about? Like it's stupidness. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not talking about. I'm
You
not
took
saying
that
he
version
made-
comment seriously, dog. Yeah.
It triggered you, bro.
Yeah, you became hostile really quick, bro.
Hey Kai, I promise you, Kai, you are on everything I love. You are one of the weirdest people I've ever met, bro. You
Bro,
never,
you're the one who got
you
heated.
never listen
You're
to
the one who
nothing.
got heated and Alex
You
for
just
no
never
reason, bro,
listen
because
to
I was joking
nothing,
about a
bro.
version. You're the
Is
version, bro.
Alright,
You're
is the
we've been on the
steroids, man?
same.
Trust
We've
me.
been on the same. We've been on the same platform for about like 3-4 years, and you still think I'm 14, bro. It's just you being stupid. Trust me. It's just you being stupid. Trust me.
Look, all I think is
Calm
Levi
down,
Colwill
dog.
is
It's
doing
not that deep, bro.
exactly what he's doing, which is nothing. He has a 2+1, which he's not actually responsible for one. Chelsea is responsible. He's on the books for 3 years. 3 years. I don't think like this is just
3
funny,
good.
man.
Dak, rather than
3
telling
good,
him
Blake.
he needs to stay off live, it's more like you need to stay off Twitter and stop looking at everything he's doing and making a big deal out of it. He's gonna live his life, and it's our choice how we want to respond to it. We just
let him live his life, bro.
I really don't give. I don't give a fuck. But I'm just saying.
Jesus Christ, man! You don't sound like someone who doesn't give a fuck.
It's the way his voice is, man.
It's just high pitched and spazzy.
I find it funny that he says.
It sounds like his nuts is in the vice.
Guys, in the comments, you guys have gone from Simon Phillips to Pies to Fabrizio, all for the same quotes.
Same news, yeah.
Please, I appreciate all you guys telling us when there's new updates and everything, but these are the same updates, the exact same.
Yeah.
So, guys, thank you, but like, there's no reason to bring up.
Bro, he just recycled. He's just trying to get the clicks off of it, man.
But that's the whole thing. People think,
is an A1 tapping.
Look, do you think the agents stuck to the other agents every day, like daily? Did you change your mind?
They should,
Did you change your mind? Did you change your mind? Brighton, did you change your mind? Oh, Brighton, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, Tuesday.
You're doing a scenario right now? Okay, didn't know, man. Thought you were asking.
No, they don't talk like that. They put the transfer, they put the bid, they wait for about 2 weeks, let them talk, let them juice in. That's how it works.
What do you guys think about Mudryk? He's bulking up quite a bit. It's quite noticeable.
I think it's a little bit blown out of proportion. I think it's just a good angle.
I think it's an angle.
Close to the camera, that's why.
I think it's the angle too.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll bulking up. I think he's the same one. Like, look, he didn't actually go on any vacations. He didn't stop. He went from the first national team to the.
I mean, it's not like he can go home, Alex. You know.
He looks like a bodybuilder.
He could dig the trenches.
That's the picture.
Come on, that's not a bodybuilder.
There is a difference.
And hold on a second. If I believe this is actually taken the pictures way before then. It's not even the Chelsea training ground. This is not the Chelsea training ground. You know what I'm saying?
And I'll give it a 6.
No. I'm saying it's. I don't think it's that. I don't think those pictures taken like a week ago when the shirt release was.
Because Havertz was there.
Havertz was there. So just think about it then. So if you think that he got
like an
bulked
ugly
up,
girlfriend. God damn, bro.
you see what I'm saying? Like, how do you think like that's when before the tournament started? That's like at the end of the season, right when the last game was finished.
I mean, you guys can clearly tell the shirt fit is different. Everybody looked a little bit.
It's the way the shirt is. The way the shirt is.
What's
the name?
Even I would look like
Di Matteo looked like he was 10 years younger, bro. So yeah.
Well, some camera adds 10 pounds. I don't know how many cameras on me, but look.
He's been on that Brazilian juju or whatever.
That joke just went through and nobody understood that 70s, 80s joke, man.
I understood it. It wasn't funny.
We heard it.
Alex.
Thank you.
Alex, it wasn't funny. Move on, buddy.
This is old people's joke. Nobody understood it. Even Mitchyboy. I thought you would get it, man.
I got it, man.
I couldn't say anything, Alex, so I just left it alone.
But look, I think that picture is taken in May. He was not that ripped in May.
He just looks noticeably bulked up. Do you think he's doing that to be stronger in the Premier League? Do you think he thinks that's what he's going? I'm scared he loses his pace.
Mitch just
I don't think
he needs to be. He needs to be able to take the physicality. No,
I think he saw Kai's. I think he saw Kai's Twitter of him showing.
Yeah. Physicality. Compare the aura.
Andrew, a good thing he saw mine, not yours, bro.
Look at the guy who wants to be there.
He's okay though, Kai. He's not bald. He's okay. He's not bald.
Put him in
the aura, people.
He's been the same weight for like 3 seasons.
Jesus Christ.
If Modric saw Andrew's Twitter, bro,
if you think about it, he looks like no. He looks like the guy, like the president's son that got caught with white powder in the Oval Office.
He looks like a serial killer. That's exactly what he looks like, bro. Jesus.
That's
like he got caught with a kilo. Now we found who's the deal. Now we found who Stammer Tuchel's dealer is.
Why has he got? Why is that hot chocolate stain on top of his lip, man? What is that?
Bro,
that?
Havertz
Facial
looks
hair?
depressed.
Is that facial hair or hot chocolate stain? On
Yeah,
top of
yeah,
his lip?
yeah. There's a cocoa butter or.
Good lord, man. Look at that. Pathetic, man.
Does
I would kill
anybody
for a
know if the
chocolate
badge
cake
is
right now.
this sort of funny coloured one? But today I seen it's like a solid gold one, as if it looks metal. Does anybody know
I
what
think
the-
it was.
think
I
it's
think it's like
3D.
the same. Is it? Lewis?
It's a
what's the
3D
training
badge.
ground? What's the
That's
training
like
kit
plastic.
one? What's the training kit one look like? Is that gold?
No.
The
Training
training
kit is
kit
regular
one is-
patch.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, but is
It's
it?
like a blue
is it?
black
Oh, okay.
camouflage.
No, the color of the badge is gold. I saw that.
It's
training
gold,
kit.
right? The training
Yeah,
kit
yeah,
one's
it is.
gold, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same
I
as
ordered,
this
by the
one.
way. I'm
This
waiting
one
for
is
it.
gold. It's the only reason it looks that way because it's 3D.
No, the badge is not a patch. It's
Yes,
it's not
it's a
a patchy one,
3D, whatever the what's the name material is made of.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, I like the badge to feel like kind of sewed on. Man.
Yeah.
They're charging
I
too
do,
much money
like
for
for
it, man.
me the best one was the 2012 badge when it's gold patch,
Oh,
gold
yeah.
not patch, a gold sticker. I like that. I like patch
Yeah,
too.
you
but-
can feel it like raised off the surface. I actually like that material.
Yeah, but so does the badge. So does the normal badge when it's sewed on.
Well, let me tell you, the badge needs to be sewn. Sewn means that somewhere some kid hurt his fingers to make it for you.
Bro, is that my problem, bro?
It makes it much more special.
Good lord.
Hey, don't tell me nothing. You retweeting about the freaking puppies with cross faces,
I've
man.
stopped, man.
No, you didn't. That's all one today.
You know what? I'm just gonna directly send them to you.
Yeah, stop being a good person, Andrew. Stop it.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to learn from you, Kai, to be a good person.
No,
Like I said,
don't do that, bro. Start gonna post like
Andrew,
like
Andrew,
fucking-
what did I say?
porn.
When I grow up, I want to be like I too.
Yeah, exactly. Kai,
Alex, I think
Kai's
that's
our
already
hero.
passed, bro. That's
Kai's our
You
not
see
rock
me
that
hero.
open my itsy bitsy heart early on the stream?
Yeah,
That's because I'm a guy.
Exactly. Because
First of all, I don't have a
Kai's
heart, man. Apparently,
Kai's our
I don't have a
spiritual
heart, man.
leader,
So
man.
there you go, man.
Yeah, Kai is a spiritual leader. He's a little Buddha. Fatur been disclaimed from his seat. But yeah, let's move back to the football. What I heard somebody say that we're looking for donkey at the midfield for 10 mil. Who wants that freaking donkey?
You mean Paul Pogba? I take it.
Yeah.
Oh, Pogba. No one said that here. No one said that here.
Bro, my
This-
heart, my
I
my
heard
heart
somebody
skipped a
like
beat, bro. When he
for
said
10
that,
mil,
man.
Paul Pogba is the like serious. Do people even think that when
There's
they
something
say
we
stuff-
need to stop doing is like
Bro, if
those
for 10
rumors
mil,
with players
there's
who
a
are
reason
older.
to sell for 10, man.
It's not
There's a
gonna
reason
happen.
for that, bro.
It's just not gonna
Jeez.
happen. We had many opportunities to buy. Even Dybala, that was a good buy. They
I
didn't do it.
did not
'Cause they're-
rate him even when he was at Juventus.
Yeah, but you don't like dribblers, Alex. You don't like players
But-
who dribble.
But why would I like dribblers in midfield?
'Cause this makes
When you
football
lose the
more beautiful.
possession, you're done. You got cut with your pants down and bent over. That's
Proper
what it
chills,
means when
proper
you lose.
chills,
When a
Alex.
midfielder loses this possession, that's what it looks like. It looks like you got cut with the pants down, bent over.
That's the one thing I want to watch whenever Mount plays midfield for United.
Pogba bent over
I'm
with
gonna
pants
laugh.
down. You do what you do, but
Those umbrellas.
Those-
Big up Eric saying thank you guys for killing 2 hours at work for me. No worries, brother. Big up.
Hey, get back
do
to
I-
work, man.
Yeah, get back to work, man. Somebody gotta make those
Um,
badges, bro.
head off.
Somebody
Yeah,
gotta
exactly.
sew those
Josh.
badges.
Older players aren't coming. Just forget about it.
Somebody gotta sew those
You guys
badges. man.
do have to head off because I gotta be on Said's channel, but we are gonna
yeah,
raid this channel.
me
as well.
and
All the Mount
Igal are gonna have a one-on-one stream. At 1
Yeah, he
o'clock.
sent me the link. I might hop on for a bit afterwards.
Oh,
so
you too?
everyone head
Oh,
up.
It's
thank
not one
you.
arm on there as well, man.
Oh, okay. Thank God, because
Alex, you thought
because
I think
I,
I'm there.
I
I think
don't.
I'm there as a designated panelist when Igal and Alex get into it. I'll just break it up. If we like
No,
to.
no, it wasn't gonna be
I'll be there
argument.
to
I just
assault
want to
on
go
it.
by his points. I just want to go one by one. Every point he made, every
day,
time
innit?
Chelsea.
Well, a 6-hour stream it is then. No problem.
No, I have to take my kids somewhere at 3 o'clock. So no.
But yeah, you guys got plenty of content. Saeed's live now. Igal, Lawrence both live at 6.
Oh,
Check every
I heard
single one of them
Said
out.
like some hard
Is
stuff.
Lawrence,
like-
Lewis, is Lawrence
Oh,
still
yeah,
crying
well,
about Mount, or did he move on from it, man?
Ask Said what he likes about hard stuff. Why is specific hard stuff this
Wait, what? Hey, yo.
But yeah, everyone, best RS is now,
yo.
so don't go anywhere. Also, check out Mitchyboy's channel. Link is pinned in the comments.
I
and
don't
it's in
need
the
backup
description.
for Egal,
So check
President
that out.
Jafar.
Big up.
1 o'clock.